swear they try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Here we go.
Before you go, set is the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check.
Now Saquon Barkley only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Prescott steps away to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. On second down, here's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, check. Lucky. Watch safety creep.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? Begin.
This is Barkley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Prescott looks to throw on first. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He completes it to Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, look at that. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Switch. Hey. Check the call. 29.
Prescott on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Man open, it's caught. He's got it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw is Taylor. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty good deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball's going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Prescott. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for the Cowboys. 43 yards. Prescott off play action. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Trying to improvise. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the run, it's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
On 2nd down, Barkley. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Throwing. Prescott lets it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Adam Thielen, 54 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Check 9, check 9. Switch. Hey, switch gears. Jack.
He can run for it. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. That'll be caught by Cup, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cooper Kupp with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check safety.
Again, it's Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You're out. He's coming. Double up. Hard. He's coming. Double up. Check three. Get it.
The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Watch the out. 29 is the mic.
On play action, Prescott lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Play action now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Wide, get wide. Jam, jam. Bang, 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 bang. Check 26, check 26.
On third down, Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 52.
A first down carry for Barkley. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down now, Barkley. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cowboys, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.